Hi everybody, it's Diana here with this week's Teach Me Tuesdays video, and I'm going live again today. I popped in a few seconds early so that I can get myself all situated on Facebook so that I can see that I am indeed in the camera viewfinder, whatever it's called. And I'm just going to explain to you today what the card gut challenge is that I talk about on my blog and I do with my team. Before I go to that, I do want to remind you that if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, with the whatchamacallit, Make It, you will be getting new in colors. So today on my blog, I posted the link to my place that you would subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin. So make sure you pop on over there to check it out. This is just the flyer so that I reminded to tell you about it. So there, you know, there that is there. So, all right, so let me move that out of the way. Okay, so let's go to what I do with my team. So usually every month, there are the odd month that I don't do it. You know, life happens or something else goes on or whatever. But usually what I do is I have a card gut challenge with my team every month. I do a Facebook Live and I do a make and take. I guess it's not really called a make and take when I'm doing it live. It's just a demonstration. And then my team can get a card gut packet. And in the card gut, then nothing is stamped, but they can choose to do a card of what they have at home that's current. And then they put the card in our group. We have like an album. And then they just upload the card, and then I get to see, and everybody else gets to see some really fun, different variations of the supplies that I sent them. So this month, this is what they got in the mail. So they have their Whisper White Thick. So this was the card base. And then they got a piece of thick Whisper White, and this is what they would stamp, you know, whatever, like I'll show you my finished card, but this is what they would stamp their little critters, because I used the Welcome Easter. Now, just because Easter is over, do not put this away because it is such a cute set all year long. So I'll show you what I did with that. And then they got a piece of DSP. Now, everybody didn't necessarily get the same DSP. So whatever DSP they got, then I also sent them the little rectangle, scallop rectangles that would go with it. So these little rectangles, which are so adorable, come from the Stitched So Sweetly dies, is where you will get those from. And it has some other fun ones, but that's the ones that I did. Now, I had seen a really cute card by Chris Slogger, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name properly. So that's where I got the card idea for this month's card guts. Now, card guts is just what I have been a demonstrator almost 21 years. And once I started doing classes, I just have called them that for probably 20 years, because basically these are the card guts that you need to make the card. So it just kind of stuck, and that's what we all call them. So not only did they get these supplies here, but I got these really cute little, now these aren't from Stampin' Up. I got these on Amazon, and they're like a little wobble doohickey thing. So I also sent them that. Now now they don't have to use that, but I just thought I would use something a little different. Usually I don't do things like that, but I had them on hand. So they also got one of those. And then it just goes in their envelope. I mail it to them, and then they have to let me know usually a couple days after my demonstration. And then by the end of the month, they upload them to our group. And it's just a fun thing I do with my team each month. So now I'll go to the fun little card. I guess I'll need these supplies. I won't put them way too far. So what I did ahead of time is I colored my little critters. So here's the fun little bunny, the cute little chick, the little sheep, all cut out. And so this is the card that I actually demonstrated with my team. And it is just so cute. But this is where you can see what those wobbly things do. And the head is stuck on. Hopefully you can see. So the head is stuck on so that his head like wiggles and wobbles around. So that's why I have this extra little chick, and I will cut him out. And this will be the one that will go on the wobble thing. Now notice when I'm cutting out, I am not moving my scissors. I am just wiggling the paper. So it makes cutting out a lot easier if you keep your scissors in one spot and then you just move the paper around. It makes cutting out a lot easier. And then you just like slowly squeeze your scissors so they are cutting, but just wiggle the paper around and around. Then I have the little head all cut out. Now I don't like to hey you Rhonda, I don't like the little white edge. So what I do is I just take the dark smoky slate. You could use the granite. Black is a little bit too dark, but you just want to go around the edge. And what that does is it knocks that white edge off of your cut out image. So it's not as obvious that it's cut out. Now you don't want to hold it there for any length of time because the paper will suck that alcohol ink up and pull it into your colored image. So you just want to quickly go around, and it just takes that white edge off your cut out piece. So now let's start to assemble our card. So I'm going to be using, now this DSP is from the Garden Lane DSP pack. This one's a little too dark, so I'm going to use this side. Now I am not using this piece. This is the piece that they got to stamp their little critters on. So let me move this out of the way. So this is going to go on here. Get my adhesive. And where did I put my adhesive? All right, here we are. And you look all over for it, and then it's like right in front of you. It would bite you if it was a snake. That's what Granny used to always say. All right, so here we are. I'm going to stick this on here with the camera right in my way. So hopefully it's going to be straight. And then I'm going to put my little pieces on here. Now, you can use your grid sheet if you want to get it right in the center. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. That these are where I want them to go. So this is get on there. I'm glad I'm not showing my face today because I just made pecan tassies, like a little tart. And so I probably have milk on my face. I ate 4 of them. They're just tiny. All right. But still, I shouldn't eat 4 of them, but I did. All right, so now that I know where I want to put these, then I'm going to put some glue dots on the back, and then I'm going to put this back. So see how by laying them out there first, then it's easier to get them where you want them. And then I'm doing my center one. And if they're not exactly, I'm not going to be too hard on myself. All right. Some more glue dots. Put this one here. And then sometimes if you stand up, now I can't because of the doohickey's in the way, but I know like sometimes if I'm trying to do something really straight, if I stand up and look down, I do a lot better. Because I notice a lot of times when I take a picture and I'm standing back for my blog, then I realize, oh wow, that was crooked. So, all right. Then what I did was Sweet Friend. So you could see I stamped Sweet Friend on the bottom. Now, I am not going to stamp my greeting on here because I am going to send some of these as thank you cards. So what I want to do is I'm going to send it plain. I will put my little post-it note in the inside. I have like little Stamping with Die post-it notes that I put inside my cards so that the cards can be reused. So I want to send them as a thank you. The post-it note says thank you. But that way, whoever gets the card, they can stamp a greeting if they want. So that way they can make this card be whatever they want it to say. So if I put thank you, then they are stuck with it being a thank you. They may want to use it as a birthday. So they just have to stamp birthday, or they could leave it blank, right? So anyways, so that's why I am not going to be putting a greeting on mine. Then I'm going to attach my little bunny just using the glue dots. And I did put some gel pen freckles on them, if you can see, because they needed some freckles. So I did. All right, then I'll put the little sheep off to the side over here. Let's see. I have to type. Hang on a minute. Oh my gosh, I have so much still going on here. Da, da, da. I need a secretary. No, I'm only kidding. All right. Then I'm going to do my little chicken. So she's going to go in the center. And this is the one that I'm going to put the little bobblehead on. And I don't think they're called bobble. They're called wobbles. Wobbles, not bobbles. Okay, so I have my little wobble. Now, to use them, there's like a clear side and a white side. So when you peel off, so you just want to make sure you use the right one. So when you peel this off, this has got like plastic, so you can't see through it. So then you know that this is for the back of the head. Okay, because you want the clear one to go here so that when it wobbles, you can kind of see through the clear, you know, his head under there. That's why I colored underneath. I colored the whole thing so that he doesn't have a naked head, right? You don't want him to have a naked head. And then you peel this off, and then it's this see-through clear plastic stuff. We really need to get these in the catalog because they're really, really fun. All right, then I'm putting it on the chicken. So I'm just gonna push that down. And now look, the chicken has a little wiggly head. Isn't that fun? But when you look at it, it's not as obvious that it's stuck there because you're using the clear. Anyways, so that is, long story short, too late. Naked head. Yes, we don't want any naked heads underneath. So if you're going to, even if you didn't bobble it, you know, even if you didn't bobble it, you just cut it out and popped it with like a dimensional, you still would want his head colored underneath there because you can still see it from the side. So you just want it to be finished because you can see it from the side. So you don't want it to be naked. Anyways, but that is what I need when I talk on my blog. Where is my blog? Right here. So that's what, when I comment every so often, and I do talk about card guts, that is what I mean when I say card guts. So we just call it a card gut challenge. So I should think about offering card guts to my customers too. Like maybe this would be a fun little challenge each month. Like maybe like limited it, right? But I would only be able to send into the United States. I couldn't send it out of the United States. But I'll have to think about how I could offer something like that. And maybe, you know, just within our group here, right? So then you could show the card that you did, because that's the whole fun of it. Being able to see what people do with them. because like I said, nothing is stamped. And so they use what they have on hand. I just make sure that that it's a current item. So, but anyways, so that's what I wanted to show you today. And if you have any questions, just make sure you let me know, and then I'll make sure to answer them within our group. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I'll get this uploaded and put onto my YouTube channel. That way, if people aren't in the group, they can see it. So I'll say see you later and have a good rest of the week. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.